Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here today on BeamNG Drive, going to be taking a look at the latest campaign that came to this, involving a bus. Apparently I'm going to be given various BUSTLE tasks to try and complete. Judging by the picture for this, there was some crashing involved. There'll probably be some crashing buses into stuff, but either way, we're going to have a look. I never got around to kind of playing this when the campaign came out, when the update came out, because I think this was the time that my voice just completely gave up for a few days. So I haven't actually got around to playing some of this new stuff with the bus too much on here. Now, we don't have a crazy ludicrous version. We don't have the drift bus, the drag bus, or the rocket-powered bus. This is just a normal bus going down a kind of wiggly mountain road. I mean, it's not exactly the fastest, most agile, or greatest driving machine that has ever been, but there we go. Are we just driving through checkpoints? Is that all we are going to be asked to be? I'm waiting for something, but I'm not sure what's going to... Okay, that... Good timing, game. Okay, so we're going to do speed. We're going to be doing the speed challenge, are we? I presume... Oh, now, how do I do this here? Well, I've got to try and keep it above 34 miles an hour. Don't go below 34, don't go below 34. Oh, we might have maybe slightly dipped. I think we've got a 10, judging by the look of the... Oh, okay, what are we doing here? That's fine. I thought it was a lot tighter corner than it actually was. We're all good. Pull alongside. Okay, so that's quite cool. So now, rescue truck, could you please just slow? I'm in a bus. Remember, I'm in a bus. Please remember, I'm in a bus. Rescue truck, you could make life a little bit easier for us. I am going to be honest here. You could make life a little bit easier for us. Oh, I've got a little bit too far. Okay, no, so the number on the bomb is the... Oh no, I think I must have dipped slightly below the number. Slightly below the speed for long enough. Okay, so it doesn't kind of go... It doesn't sort of not... It's like 10 seconds that gets reset. Apparently that's the safe location. I mean... I hate to break it to you guys, I'm not really sure that's a safe location. We've got to a less safe location right there. Okay, well, we've kind of got some split checkpoints going on. Apparently that's a thing. I've also managed to smash some windows. I'm not entirely sure how I've managed to do that. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, can we like do a big old epic jump off into the river? I mean, admittedly, me driving the bus would probably be less keen about that as an idea. Like, I feel like, well, it might be safe for the bus. I'm not sure it's so safe for me. How am I going to do this corner? This is a very, very tight corner. But I guess we're going this way. Oh, no, go. Oh, did I miss that checkpoint? Oh, bugger. I tried to cut that corner too much. I didn't make it. I mean, I didn't deliver the bus to a safe location. That is true. I would like to say, though, that it was safer than a lot of... Well, I might have blown up an electricity pylon. However, it wasn't safe for me. I mean, I didn't have a good day. I did not have a good day in all of that. That much is for sure. Oh, apparently there's a gear in there somewhere. There we go, we're fine. Yeah, I didn't have a good day. However, I mean, nobody else, everybody got off the bus, and it kind of, yeah, made a bit of an explosion mess, but there we go. Right, so let's try and plan this one better. I guess if we can not dip below, I mean, if we can have as much time as possible on that bomb for when it does come to that very, very nasty corner, I don't think we're going to be able to keep the speed up above the required amount, so... Yeah, just as much time as we have to play with as possible. Unfortunately, in the campaigns, in these scenarios, we only have the wheel speed-ometer rather than the airspeed. There's a much more sensible measurement, if you like. What I want to do here is not go too fast, like I'm about to do here. Not go too fast and crash the bus unnecessarily. We're in trouble. We are in many troubles. Apparently, that also wasn't hitting the checkpoint. Okay, so I was going too quick. I was literally about to say, don't go too fast. You actually, for a lot of these corners, you want to be going as close to 32 miles an hour as you can. You want to be going as close to that speed limit as you can, because then you've got the most control to get around these corners, rather than trying to drive flat out everywhere, because then when it comes to dealing with a turn, you've got a lot more hassle. So yeah, kind of, I think brake early perhaps for some of these turns. Make sure we get the bus slowed down is the way to go. I mean, that was a silly mistake by me. Also, missing the checkpoint is a bit of a pain. The checkpoints do not have quite... I think I might have changed the checkpoints. They used to have quite a big hitbox around them, but now you can't get away with kind of the lightly brushing past them, so we're going to have to be a little bit more careful. Oh, it's 34 miles an hour. Sorry, I might have been misremembering my speed that we needed to stay above. So there we go. We're about 40 miles an hour there. We can kind of okay, maybe straight lining it wasn't a good idea. Bus. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's good. Okay, that's a little bit more. Maybe not straight lining it. Maybe straight lining it is a bad idea. I'm also not sure about like going across the curbs. Like the advantage to do it. I say the advantage. The fun of doing this in Beam as opposed to any other game is that. Oh come on! Oh, that stupid rescue truck! Can somebody? Is that it's kind of like bouncing across the grass and whatnot. We could potentially like break wheels, break suspension, cause various other issues. Oh, I'm alongside it. Come on, people. You can get out of those windows there. See, there's no problem at all. You're all piled out. Please don't try to turn off the motorway truck. Otherwise, that would end up really badly for me. Anyway, I digress. Like braking suspension and sort of bending wheels could prove, shortcutting not necessarily a good idea around here. Kind of costly in terms of damage, and then you struggle to get your bus back up to the required speed. Oh, there's a place over there as well. I think that I could go down towards, maybe. Wonder how many different endpoints there are then. Like one might actually have taken us towards the storm drain. That would probably be the sensible way to go. Honestly, the storm drain probably would have been the sensible place to go. I think maybe they all end up at the same place. There's just different ways of getting to it, which is cool. Which is interesting. Certainly, with these campaigns gradually being added to Beam, it's becoming a little bit more of a game. As of now. Oh no! Oh. What happens if we knock the bomb off the back of the bus? Can that happen? Can that happen? If we, like the transporter did with use the crane to, bus, accelerate away, please bus. Okay, apparently I can't go that way. That way just doesn't work. I think we're going to have to take the storm drain option. That's what we're going to try. Storm drain is the way to go. But yeah, can we do the transporter, use the crane hook to pluck the bomb off the... admittedly, that was off the underside of the car. And that also involved a roll. I mean, that's a very FailRace approved way of removing a bomb. Who needs proper bomb disposal units when you can roll your car at a crane? Definitely not sound advice. I don't think I should ever be put in charge of anything important at all. However, it was spectacular. And I feel like we could get rid of the bomb on the back of this bus with the help of a crane hook and some ramps. Ooh, is that going to be a later scenario in this campaign? I hope it is. I really hope that'll be a later... Just jump at a crane. That could be good fun. I don't know if there are any cranes around on this level though. Right, let's not go for the full-on shortcut method. I think there is a good sensible line that we can take while maintaining just enough speed through all of this, so that we don't have to bounce across the dirt. Keep the speed up. We're going to bounce across the curb a little bit there. No harm done. Perfect. We didn't even dip below the 34 miles an hour. I do think while we haven't got an airspeed indicator to work with, I believe the bomb sort of speed is based on the speedo that we see on the screen here. Look at this. We've actually got a very good run onto the motorway. We're using racing lines. We're using racing tactics here. We actually got a really, really good run there. So can we just drop back slightly? Come on. We are alongside it. There we go. Okay, so just hold there, get everybody off. We actually had a little bit too much speed that time around, but it works. And then we can pull away. Let's not crash into that. Right, we're going to go for the storm drain route. Now, I don't know whether this is going to work or not. Who knows? Who knows if the storm drain route is going to be a better option, but it looked fun. So, there is that. Right, so if we kind of now, we've got to slow this. I mean, we can get away with actually going a little bit slower. It's tempting to just try and be flat out, but we don't have to be flat out. We only have to be above 34 miles an hour. So now we're going to drop into the storm drain. Going to try and not get it bounced around too much. It would be easy. It would be very easy to make silly mistakes. End up rolling the bus. You know, this is me we're talking about. Apparently, we're bailing out of the bus. And Geronimo! Perfect. That was much easier. So the other way is considerably more difficult. I don't know if there is any bonuses for doing things a difficult way. Nice cinematic camera shot right there. That looks like a thumbnail image if ever I saw one. Cool. Okay. So that's a fairly straightforward little scenario. Interesting little scenario. That's cool. That's that completed. What am I going to be doing next? So apparently now we have been hired to be a stunt driver for something. Either way, we've got to go and drive as quick as we can to the motorsport location. I think we've got to keep up with the film crew vehicle up ahead. So they've got a Roma, I've got a big old bus. Please be good enough, bus. Please be good enough. I mean, if I can manage to punt the Roma off the road, I think I'll fail the scenario. But if an opportunity ever arises, then I will absolutely take it. Like, it is the FailRace way. If there is an opportunity to crash into a car, we can actually put this. I'm trying to keep up with the film crew. You have me going uphill in a very, very terrible bus. I don't know what else you expect me to be doing. Admittedly, okay, I did butcher getting out of the little paddock area slightly. However, I'm literally there. I'm flat out. There is nothing more that I can do with my bus here. There are no shortcuts that I could be taking. There is, I mean, the Roma's over there. I definitely can't take that shortcut. That shortcut will end up in my death. I'm trying. God damn it, game. I'm definitely going to crash into the film crew given half a chance. Unfortunately, I'm in a terrible bus, so half a chance is unlike, oh, there might be half a chance here. Come back here, film crew. I want to ram a bus. I mean, nothing's happening. I'm just going to take all of the shortcuts. It's fine. Oh, you're going slowly at the moment. Oh, who's keeping up with the film crew now, game? You're not so keen to be angry at me here. I've only got 4 gears. Never mind. Hello, Robert. I'm gonna get failed on this one. I can tell it. However, oh dear. I'm beating the film crew now. What are you going to... I might need to take this turning off the motorway because I don't really know where I'm going. The film... I'm well ahead of the film crew. Well, oh dear. The film crew have got lost and it's all my fault. I mean, what happens if we do this? Hold on. Don't mind me, film crew. Hello. Bop. Okay, that did fail me. We rolled the film crew though. Hold on. Perfect. Perfect. That will serve you right, game, for shouting at me for not keeping up with them because we were going up a hill in a bus. I think I failed the scenario, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Funnily enough. Come on. But yeah, why are you braking here? Why are you brake checking a bus? A bus that's already spun you once and then rolled you over. Ah, we do have to come off here. I thought we might have done, but yeah. Didn't know if this was the... Ah, there might be a small... I forgot about this. What are you going to do, game? Well... So when I set this up for the old rally series I did around here, I spawned in props on this map and sort of saved the map, not really thinking about the finish line. Like where the bus actually started was at the car park bit of the of that map. Didn't really think about the finish line being a problem. Guess we're going to have to go and remove that. So I think we might have had a little bit of capture issue. So I got rid of the rally finish point and completed the next part of the mission. However, I think all my capture might have frozen. So either way, we did the little bit of a drive, and now we have got to complete the course within the time limit, saying I might need to get creative. The props department has left some hazards for us to deal with. I mean, I spot a ramp and a flaming car, and if that is not an invitation to crash into it, then I have no idea what is, and I am going to take said invitation. It will probably fail the scenario. However, if I don't try this on the first attempt, I don't know when a better attempt is going to come along. So, here we go! Flying bus! Ow! My bus got caught on a green screen. Christ, that is the strongest bit of plywood I have ever come across in my entire life, I think. Excuse me, truck, if you could just move out of the way there. We're just going to go plough our way through this lot. Uh-oh, I can't make the turn. Just bop off the indestructible green screens. I mean, well done to whoever designed those. Apparently I'm taking the little bit of of wood with us. Yeah, whoever designed those green screens, I mean, they can stand up to a bus hit. That is some seriously impressive work. Surprisingly and everything, my bus is now actually not driving too terribly. It's a little bit buckled. It's a little bit twisted. Are we going to be able to... Oh, okay. Or no, is the answer. Really? I drove through the checkpoint. Like, I didn't drive through the... Okay, so you have to hit the red part of the checkpoint. Otherwise, you fail. I say otherwise you fail. Otherwise, you don't get it. So if you drive through the, like, outer circle bit... Nope, that's a fail. I mean, I'm learning stuff. I was trying to set myself up for what I was expecting to be a tight corner, but... Okay. There we go. We have... we have learnt. I am learning, which is always... always helpful, always a useful skill. I still think we want to kill the car on the ramp. Like these, I think of these are new props, these cars, kind of like dummy cars, which are really quite cool. Oh, bugger me. Oh, bugger me. That's not worked. Well, I don't even think we're going to get out of there if I wanted to. Nope, that death of car didn't work whatsoever. I'm also slightly quizzical, shall we say, about how they plan to do the background for this. There is... like a few small sections of green screen, and then the rest is just going to be normal scenery, or normal scenery that's around. I don't quite know. Oh no! I've lost steering! No! No! There's no... I've lost all of it steering. I guess we're going to go over here now. Really? Yeah, I am wiggling. I don't know, you might be able to hear the clicking of a controller. I'm wiggling the analog stick, and there is nothing at all there. That's a new thing to have to deal with. Again, much like when I was talking about the speed section of this campaign, if you like. Yeah, things like losing steering, like snapping a wheel to the point where you lose steering, makes these kind of scenarios quite interesting on Beam as opposed to any other game. You know, imagine the Stuntman games where you could end up picking... I mean, the Stuntman games are pretty mean at the best of times, but when you could have like a little bit of damage causing wheels to snap, steering to let go, suspension to fail, you know, generally... issues that would occur with a car getting damaged as you were going on with this sort of scenario. Quite an interesting prospect. Quite an interesting prospect indeed. I really hoped I was going to punt the van clear. Now, if we can get those out of the way, there we go. Perfect. Now we won't have to worry about hitting them again. The pile of wood, that can be deposited there. Perfect. Look at that. Exquisite depositing of... props around the arena, I think, right there, and then we shouldn't have to worry too much. I mean, we've got a slightly flappy bit's gone. It actually fell through the floor. That's fine. We're cleaning up our own litter. It's quite an impressive job. And that's... oh wow, so that was that. So the first time I would have been able to... amazing. I would have completed it had I not missed the checkpoint, thinking I was setting it. Never mind. You know, never mind. Let's not think too hard about that. Now, this is more like it. We have got to do an epic jump with a bus. We're aiming the bus at a pile of cars, and hopefully we're going to be able to make it. We have got some nitro installed, which is always good. Okay, apparently that's not fire the nitro. I don't know what fire the nitro is on my controller scheme, so we're going to have to go and click the button. There we go. The nitros are... oh, we actually got more gears in this as well. Here we go! To space with the bus. Okay, that's a pretty good distance. Is it going to land? Oh, you kind of missed the cars slightly. Slightly missed the cars. I was a little skewed on the ramp. I mean, I guess we've learned something. You know, that's good. Oh, I think the NOS is firing. Okay, so the NOS is firing itself automatically now, which is okay. We can deal with that. So this kind of challenge is about minimising the damage to the bus in as stranger a way as that is across the jump. Right, so now we should be a little bit straighter. I think we're carrying a bit more speed, or it might be a bit too much speed. Oh, squish! And I think I got the checkpoint. That's a squished van. Oh, the bus is pretty good. Pretty solid condition. Oh, we've actually eaten some cars. Everything to the fence. I'm not quite sure what movie they're making here, however. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So, we continue our, apparently, Stuntman career. This could make a really cool Stuntman game. Like certainly the Beam engine and so on, you could make a really cool little Stuntman game out of this. The only downside so far, of course you won't be seeing it, if you like, is that oh, come on, jump the car. Oh, look at that. Lovely. The only downside is the incredibly long loading times in between each scenario for what are, well, I don't know how long this little section will be, but for what could potentially be fairly short little sections, you have quite a long wait in between. I don't know if I'm supposed to crash this car off, or is he just going to bugger off on his own? Okay, he's going to bugger off on his own. But yeah, oh, he's going to go underneath us again. Are you? Perfect. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know whether that's fine or not. Nope. Oh, we were supposed to land on top of the car. Okay. I mean, we did kind of land on top of the car, but never mind. I digress. Yeah. I would never have thought of having BeamNG Drive as the spiritual successor to Stuntman. That being said, yeah, these are really very, very cool. Just the loading times do kill it a little bit, but the vehicle damage and so on make it for a real interesting kind of challenge. So we'll jump the car here. We don't squish the car at the first time of asking. I mean, I don't quite know whether we're the goodies, whether we're the baddies in this. I don't quite know why the baddies are looping around the same sort of bit of road, waiting to be squished by a bus. I mean, like, a bus is not a normal chase vehicle, is it? I mean, look, they're just parked there waiting for the bus. Like, what happens if I bump into them? Oh, bump. Plus, oh, I got 100. I got 100 somethings. I don't know what I got 100 somethings of, but we got 100 somethings. Right, so we have a little bit of a lift. And, oh, okay, so we're still too quick. Okay, no, that was successful. Perfect. Okay, go on. I'll have one more try. I'll have one more try because I don't want to land on it. So we were still a slight bit too fast. I'm too good. I am too good. Perhaps we should be talking to the car driver. Maybe we need to tell the car driver to speed up. It's easier for him to speed up and judge this in some ways than the bus. Like, it's his job perhaps to try and get underneath the bus. Not that I would ever want to be in the car in this situation. Like, of all of the stunts to be involved in, a bus landing on top of you, that's a horrible one. Like, that is a really... That's putting a lot of trust in the roll cage, you know, like flipping and rolling the car, that's one thing. You know, you'll be flipping, rolling, you'll be dissipating energy and so on and so forth. But a bus landing on top of you, that's, yeah, you've really got to have trust in your roll cage there that would do the job. Right, oh no, we're going to be a little too... I don't know whether I'm going too fast or too slow there. Right, we have completed that scenario, so we'll just go ahead. I could be here all day trying to squish a car with a bus. Yeah, I think maybe... I don't know whether I needed more speed. It's possible I needed more speed on that one, so I was in the air for longer. So that the car could then get underneath me, and I guess we'd hit it with the back of the bus. Well, bugger me, that is a large ramp. That's a large ramp. We have got now the JATO bus. We are going to fire the bus at a ramp. Oh, wow. I mean, that's an impressive ramp right there. I think the JATO... Okay, yep, the JATO's fire automatically here. I guess we hold on for dear life Over rev damage on the valve train. I mean, I'm slightly less concerned about that, I'm going to be honest, when we're about to fire. Oh, the engine's buggered. About to fire the bus. Oh, we're a little bit skew-whiff, because, well, I can still fire the rockets while we're going up. I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea to bail out right now. I'm going to be honest. This is probably not going to end particularly well. I'm out of rocket fuel. And... oh, I'm not sure these officers would be happy with you trying the... trying this stunt. That was pretty impressive. Let's go for a retry. I feel we can definitely do better. Oh, how keen the bus is. Okay, that actually does use my fuel up. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Actually, maybe we'll keep the bus in neutral, because I don't think the drive at all, the engine-wise, is not going to help us in any way, shape, or form here. So we will just go full rockets all the time. Unfortunately, when you hit the ramp here, uh-oh. When you hit the ramp, it twists the bus wildly out of control. So... I mean, I wouldn't have bailed up while it was upside down, but I applaud your bravery, good driver, / me. And perfect landing. Absolutely exquisite landing. Nothing wrong there at all. Apparently, yeah, I mean, it's still not quite got the altitude. Yeah, I'm not going to fart around with the rockets. We're going to save the rockets. We're going to save the rockets for as long as we can. Now we will fire the bus. What I'm going to do is... I really want to hit the ramp straighter. I don't want the bus to get twisted when it's hitting the ramp. But, oh, okay, no, it's not worked. We've wiggled, and it's not going to work this time because we're going to go off. We're going to go off course. We're going a long way off course. Yeah, you really can't touch the steering when you're on that ramp. You just got to hope that when you hit it, you will hit it straight. And fire the JTOs. Ooh, right into downtown. Ooh, that's a fun-shaped bus we've made right there. Apparently that was the best one I've done yet. I mean, this is quite good fun. We'll have one more go. Okay, we'll have one more go. I think I said that last time. I'm not really sure. However, I would like to try and get the approach to that ramp better. Maybe it is that I'm just touching the steering a little too much. Maybe we get the bus lined up as best as I can and then just don't touch the steering as we hit... No, I've got to touch the steering because we're going to spiral off of it. You know what? That might work for altitude, though. Come on. Come on, bus. Fire those rockets. Oh, now we're pointing backwards, so it's going to be slowing us down. Now, that is the FailRace approved way of doing bus jumping. That is definitely the FailRace approved way of doing bus jumping. There's not really a bus left there, is there? That's just a crumpled heap. I mean, it wasn't quite as good a score, but you know what? I'm happy with that for a spectacle. I am happy with that as a spectacle, and that will be the end of the scenario. It's a short little scenario. Oh, okay. Apparently, the action chaser didn't count. But either way, yeah, we got the. We could get plenty more points on that. Yeah, it's a short little scenario, or short little campaign, I should say. However, in terms of turning BeamNG Drive into a Stuntman successor, I wouldn't have thought of it ever. However, when they have done it, this is really cool. I hope to see more of these. Whether some mod makers fancy getting creative and coming up with essentially a Stuntman game in all of this, I would love to see that. Or whether the game goes down that route a little bit more. I guess we will have to wait and see. But it is really quite good fun. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.